Hey, what's up, Ziguanas? This is day 5 of the 30 Days of Z Coding Challenge. Join me as I apply over 2 decades of professional programming experience and around 15 years of code teaching experience to master the new language. A new language. The name of the language is Zig. My name is Dusan. Welcome to Zignited. Okay, so today I was thinking to do loops because I haven't touched them and they're one of the basic control flow elements. So let's start with loops, and let me zoom a little bit that everyone can see better if they're watching on the phone. Okay, so while loop, let's start with the while loop. Let's see first what they do here. Okay, I don't want to test, I just want to create the variable, control variable. So let's delete these. Okay, use size. Okay, it can be use size. And let's do a while loop. Okay, let's just run it. I didn't print anything, so let's print here. And because it starts with 0, okay, we can print starting from 1, doesn't matter. Come on. And let's do string interpolation here. Let's just do the number itself. It's because it's print. It doesn't go to the next line. Or I have to turn off this artificial intelligence thing on my phone. Okay, I just want to see something first. Print line. If there is a print line function, actually, so I can call it print, doesn't matter. I just want to see if it exists. If not, I will add manually \n. What happened? Why it doesn't connect to the server? Something is off. Okay, let's try another one. This is the one that I used. Yeah. So what was wrong with it? Doesn't matter. So let's do again from scratch. Something happened maybe with my internet, or maybe open the stream. Yeah, it looks like stream is going, so maybe it's something else. So yes, I wanted to import here debug print line if it exists, and then I want to name it print or print line, doesn't matter. And let's just do this part without the second parameter. Let's do this. So it looks like there is no such print. I have a typo. Let's see now if there is such method. No. Okay, let's use print. Doesn't matter. I can manually do the \n thing. What is happening here? I missed the dot. Okay, then let's try again. This copy paste problem. Okay, it doesn't have member name print line. Okay, so I will do manually printing thing. So we don't need these anymore. Put it here. And let's do one more time this entire thing. And I want to print as well. So I want to print inside the loop, and I want to print the number itself only. And I want then here to do a new line. Okay. Yeah, this is pretty straightforward. Nothing unusual. Let's see if we can break it. If there is break keyword. So let's say if I, and I need parentheses here, I equals to, it doesn't matter, let's say 3, for example. And let's just break here, if it works. Yeah. And let's see if they have continue. And let me just double check. Yeah, I increment here, so it's okay to continue. So I'll just keep the print, so I shouldn't see number 3 if there is a continue as a keyword. Yeah. Yeah, it skips 3. Okay. That is usual. Okay. And then let's see what else they have here. They literally mentioned here the break and continue. They do next. This is something, a shorter expression. How does this work? Let's see. So I will comment out this part. Wait, do they define? Yes, they do. They start with 0. So I can keep that part at least. And let's see here. While I less than 10, let's make this 5 now. I plus equals 1. And I think I missed the body. Yes. So can it be here? Can I do the regular print there? Should be possible. Yeah. Okay, so I guess they have this option so that you kind of extract that from the body itself, that you have the increment outside. And can I do more than one thing here? Can I do something, let's say, because it's not an expression, it's not in curly braces. So how it will be, maybe they also treat this as an expression. So let's try like this, like it's a method, so probably it's going to break. I just want to see if it's going to work, just to play with it a little bit. So let's say j, doesn't matter. And let's say here j plus equals 1. And because it's var, I just change it if this works, so I don't even have to print it. Let's run. So probably it's going to break, but I was curious to see. Yeah, what they say expected, yes, so you cannot. And if I end it with semicolon, I guess it's going to break again. Yeah. So I guess it's just a simple expression. It's not like when you have when you have curly braces and then a comma. Actually, let me try with curly braces here if can do something, just to test all the things that come to mind. No. And let's see semicolon here. Oh, no, they say expected opening parentheses, so it will not work. Yeah, this is expected. Okay, so it looks like this is only possible with a simple single expression inside of the parentheses. Let's see what else they do here. more complicated. Okay, let's see. Okay, this is just like they had some arithmetics here. Aha, they nest here. So actually you can nest, but you need curly braces. Okay, that's interesting. So let's do this. Actually, I can copy the entire thing and I will just add my output there. Kij, 1000 is too much. So let's say, if I say, let's do 20, it's enough. And then I will just say here times, okay, it can be times 2 and 3. So let's then make this 50. It's not that much if we multiply by 2 and 3. And let's just print here. And I will print this. So let's actually print both. So let's say I equals, and then I have I, and I will have also J, but for that I need one more thing here, and J equals, yeah, let's try this. No, what does it say? Where do, I have it here, forgot. Yeah, this works nice. And what I wanted to see here, can you do the position thing like in some other languages? If I say this, if it's going to replace and print first the J and then I. So if this works, if it doesn't break, that's first of all, it's a good sign if it doesn't break. And then I would expect to see 3, 2, and then 9, 4 instead of what we see now. Let's see if it will work. No. Few arguments. Okay. And if, maybe it's at the index. Okay, so let's do 0 and 1. Yeah, probably it is an index, not the ordinary number, if it works. Yeah, now it switches. Okay. So then it means I can even use something like this. And I can do 2 times I and print I 2 times. Then, of course, this is not correct. It's J, but we know it's I. Doesn't let me do that because I don't use J. So I have to use it. This is in FMT. So I think this is specific to this part here where I interpolate, because I remember that, I remember I tried not printing a variable, just changing it so that the var is happy. Let's test this before I debug this part. Let's see if I just change the I and J to something, and if I don't print them out or do anything else with them, if I'm going to get an error. Yeah, it works, so it doesn't break. So it's only here in expression. It looks like this is the problem here when we format, because that's why they say FMT, I guess. So I think we have to use them. So let's say here, and then I will just try I again. I again is, and then let's say 0. So let's see if I can use them multiple times. Nothing to do with while itself, but just to see how print works. Yeah, it works nice. Okay, so I just have to use all of the things I mentioned here, and that's about it. But I can order them as I wish. Okay, let's see the next. What they say here, while loops are expressions, the result of the expression is the result of the else clause of a while loop, which is executed when the condition of the while loop is tested as false. Okay, these are functions. I don't want to do functions, but let me try to assign this. Instead of doing this, I will just try to assign the variable. So let's do this, and let's comment these. And let's do something different. Let's say var x, doesn't matter. Okay, this is Boolean, so let's say my bool, whatever, equals, and then while I less than end, I missed something. I don't have this end and okay, because they receive it as input, so I will then use the I that I had here. And let's start with 0, and then say while I lesser than 3, and then I plus equals 1, that's okay. If I equals, let's say, first let's catch it as true. I can do it even sooner. So let's do this, and let's print. This is also good. Nice if we print. And just simple I equals thing. And I here. And if I equals 2, break true. So what I want to see, if I understood correctly, so if this is actually going to stop the loop and then bring back true here so that I can assign it here to my bool. And then if we don't break, it should be false. So in this case, it should be true. And I will just print something. Let's copy paste just to speed up things. So let's say my bool variable here equals this one. Let's run. What does it say? Never mutated my bool. Okay. I have to mutate it. Okay, let's do it in this way. Just to do something. And then let's do this here. Why we have so many? Because I didn't do this here. And let's do it here just in case I continue writing things. Come on, come on. Again, the server problem. Maybe I'll start using, I didn't know that it's not reliable. I'll maybe install it before the next lesson, next stream, and then maybe I'll do it offline. Yeah, okay, so 0, 1, 2, and then boolean equals true. Break true. And let's see if I ask the question if it's 5, which will never happen here. If we're going to get false. If not, then it means that we actually don't get anything from the while. Now it is false. Okay. Aha, so then here, when I didn't have this part here, when I just declared my bool variable here with the var, this was not enough for the compiler, although I have if and then breakthrough here and then else and false, so compiler cannot understand that I will get, because of this else, that I will for sure mutate the bool, my bool variable. So it doesn't analyze that deep, okay. Or they decided to do this in this case for some other reason. Okay. Let's see the next thing. This is the one that I just did. Labeled while. When a while loop is labeled, it can be referenced from break or continue. Okay, this is like in some other languages. If you have nested loops. Okay. Let's test this one. And let's see that I do some kind of print that we can see that it breaks the inner loop. Okay, so let's do this for I, and then let's do the J here. Outer, okay, I can name it outer, no problem. Then let's do I lesser than 3. And here I plus equals 1. And then let's do the same thing for J here. So I want to do this print. And then let's do something like outer. Started. Loop. And then let's do it in interpolation way. And here, let's do the error. AJ, okay. And let's also do this thing here. Equals, then, yeah, I forgot to do, actually, I can do it in this way. Say J equals, and J increments here. Let's say less than equal because we increment before we print. Here as well. And then let's actually print something after. I just want to see, so it's going to probably break both of them, but I just want to double check. Let's say end of inner loop. Okay, let's run now. What does it say? Here. Okay. Unreachable code. Well, I can delete it, but I just want to test this unreachable because now we have the situation that we actually have the unreachable. I just want to see if this is going to work. Okay, let's just comment this out. What does it say? Cannot format array without specifying string. Ah, okay, my mistake. String and string. Okay, so you just did the first one. Aha, and this is actually, it's increasing after. So it doesn't increase here. Because we'll see zeros. So I thought this is going to increment before the start, but actually it's after the first cycle. So that's why it's still 0. Okay, then we can do this, but it doesn't go further anyway, because here we break outer, and it will automatically break the inner one as well. Okay, and if I say break inner here, so if I call this one first of all inner, and then I say break just the inner one, I think this is probably by default. It will break even without this label. And use while loop label outer. Ah, okay. So they don't even allow the label to be unused. It's interesting. Yeah, so it is just breaking here, but it is continuing the outer loop. And I forgot this part. Things here. It's here as well. So that we have it nicely one below the other. Yeah, I forgot also here. It doesn't matter. So the point is that this for sure breaks only the inner one, but I guess it is also the default thing. I never tried to do this. So let's try to do break without the label. I guess it's going to be the same. But by default it will break only the inner one. Yeah. Okay. So in this case it's the same, but of course if I had multiple nested loops, then this can become handy. Okay. Let's see. So I haven't touched these optional, so I'm not going to start here with while loops. I will first like to do them with if conditions. And also array unions I haven't touched. Let's see, what is this one? Inline while. While loops can be inlined. This causes the loop to be unrolled, which allows the code to do some things which only work at compile time, such as use types as first class values. How? Okay, they define this variable as comp time. Then the sum is not comp time, it's use size. Inline, they literally say inline while. I less than 3, I plus equals 1. Then they okay do the switch. Here I didn't switch, I'll do something different. Okay, so I basically cannot try these because I haven't touched these types. Just try to think about how this works. If they say comp time, they are making this at the beginning 0, but this has to be changed in runtime. I don't believe it's... Maybe they execute the entire while during the compilation. That would be interesting. I don't think so. Yeah, we'll have to do a research on this one. Let's see the next thing. For loop. How much time I have? 32 minutes since start. So let me see how long is it. Okay, I think we can go through this quick so that I finish the basic loops and do something different tomorrow. Okay, let's see what they do with 4. Okay, this is an array. They have also one integer. See something because I haven't touched slices. If this is the syntax for slices. No. Okay. What is this? For loop iterate over slices and arrays. For items, item is an array. Do they create the slice with this syntax or no? I don't know, I didn't touch slices. And I see that they do this all the time with the for loop. Let's try one more time to see here what they do. This is a pointer and length. Ah, okay, I haven't touched pointers as well. Let's see. Zig pipe iters. I just want to see what does it mean. This is not actually the pipe because they're in pair. And I search for them. I don't know how they're called. Let's try to search for this, for example, where it's the first time it appears here. And if I do only the pipe, let's see where it is the first time it appears. Do they explain what it is? Ah, that's on the right size. I didn't see that. Where is it the first time? Here. It's literally here. Is not it? Ah, there are unions. Maybe they're unions. Where are the here? Try to search for union. Okay. Too low. Okay, so I will not spend more time now on this because I don't want to stream live how I search for things in documentation. So I will do it offline. And then I will continue tomorrow with the for loop. So I wanted to do it today, but I don't want to touch something that I don't understand. Okay. So I guess this is everything for today. So before tomorrow, I will offline, I will do a research to see what this means, like the pipe and then something in the pipe, something inside of the pipe, so that I understand what it is and how it works, how it applies to a for loop, just to understand it better before the start. And I will show then wherever I found it live tomorrow, just to save some time. So I will not do anything else, just this. I will research what that is, and then I will continue tomorrow with the for loop. Okay, thanks everyone. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.